This episode is brought to you by the Honeycomb Salon Collective on Park Street. 929 South Park Street, Madison. 9 to 5. Give them a call at 608-467-8889. Talk to Tia or Megan, and they will do your do right. Good price, good people. Check them out. Honeycomb Salon Collective, Madison.
Because we are live! Yeah! Hey everybody. Welcome to the Mad City Podcast. This is Pat Kempfer. And who are you again?
Mike.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Sometimes Mike.
Sometimes Mike. Sometimes Mike is here. Alright. We're on State Street. Hold on, my thing's not working. Oh my god, what's happening? My tripod is all fucked up.
Oh my god, it's failure already. Not the bathroom, down here.
Probably not. Alright, so we have our microphone. You can hear us well enough.
I'll be back. Let's see if I can.
Tap, 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 tap.
It's one of those goofy things.
So we are on State Street
Live.
live. Mad City Podcast. Hi, how are you? We are live at the Mad City Podcast right now. We got Pat Kempfer here and Mr. Mike Martin.
Working. You can hear us. They can hear what you're saying.
Oh my God, they can hear us.
You don't have to yell. We're going to get kicked out. Yelling.
Apparently, we don't have to yell.
I have this fear that somebody's going to drop something on us.
Look, you know that I remember that happened to Mike from Southern Prairie when he was in a dumpster over there. He was dumpster diving and somebody threw like a chunk of fucking it was like, I don't know, beef or pork, frozen, like a big chunk of frozen meat from 5 stories up, and like whipped it at him in the fucking dumpster.
Yeah, I don't think we should be here.
And just like busted his shit. He was like, it felt like a car fell off.
I feel like we're in danger in this spot, but at least
We are in no danger.
if something happens,
We are socially distancing ourselves.
We're not.
We're keeping a low profile as much as possible. Here as well. Also, hi. Everybody say hello to Daisy. Daisy, say hello. Hi. Don't be private. Mike is the huge blinder. It's the first day of spring. What is going on here? Wow, what's happening? My computer is doing all.
Trying to run a podcast from the sidewalk.
I know my computer is doing all. What happened here? I don't want to print anything. So that we can both be on camera.
Feel kind of like we're on an episode of Wayne's World. A little bit. I felt better before. Fucking bongos. Let me tell you, I just had my second shot of Moderna yesterday. I plan for today was not be doing this, just to really just sit around and just not do anything and recover. It feels like I've been stabbed in my arm, and I just feel kind of like I just had my second shot of Moderna, because apparently it's a thing, and then this son of a bitch made me come out here. And I thought, well, I'll come out here, it's going to be sunny out, it'll be nice, get out of the house, the sunshine. But no, we're in the shade, and it is freezing. Freezing cold. I'm not comfortable at all.
Maybe not that bad.
This man has a bongo.
It's not a bongo, it's a djembe.
I will always refer to it as a bongo because I like the word bongo. What are you doing? What's that wiring for?
Microphone.
So if anyone wants to know what the over-under is before we get kicked out of here.
What's an over? Yeah, Daisy, you tell him. Yeah, you tell him.
Can you even hear me now?
Daisy, shush.
You're gonna upset everyone around here with that dog.
What?
Can't take him anywhere.
What?
So anyways, I'm here being tortured by this man. Because I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend.
You guys all day. Their dog is lost.
That is a sweet
Very
dog.
friendly.
Daisy, hush. She's just old.
It's okay.
By the way, you are.
Oh my god.
You are.
He's still like psycho attack dogs as his computers, so he's a dog. But he might break your computer, so.
Nice.
Honey, it's okay. Let him bite him. It's okay.
No, I don't want to let her bite him.
No, it's fine. I'm
No,
dead
no,
serious.
she's
Like,
okay. She's
you
just
have
perfect.
to. Dude, my other dogs beat him up. He's a puppy and he's...
Yeah, your
By the way,
dog is just showing aggression.
You have to...
I know what she's doing.
They'll establish that.
I should let you guys know that you're live right now on the Mad City podcast.
We're live.
You're live on the Mad City podcast.
Hi, Life City Podcast.
I know. I know. You can't go anywhere.
Come on.
I don't like my picture being taken. I'm too
No,
pretty.
well, no, you're over there. So,
Okay, good.
like,
It's expensive.
Only we're on.
I
on
charge.
camera.
No, I don't. I don't celebrate my birthday. I don't have a Facebook account, and I don't
Okay.
celebrate my birthday.
Right on.
So I
Off
don't.
the grid.
I don't like. Does that make sense?
No, I feel
But
it.
that stuff is very necessary.
Be polite.
It's I watch that stuff. I watch YouTube. I mean no disrespect. I love Bob Seger all the time. Rock and roll. Listen every fucking word. When you hear somebody playing piano, by the way, that's me. I live there. When you hear the rock and roll piano
Oh yeah.
in the morning, that's me. I have a piano room. So when you do hear it, it's me. But I don't.
I've never.
I
heard you.
used to
haven't
be
been down here
vain,
before.
and I had
Been
to
a
step
long
away
time.
from the vanity. And so that's why no Facebook.
No, I hear you.
Does that make sense?
No, I hear you. I once wrote an article about how like Facebook basically encourages narcissism.
Yes, and if you already, just
Yeah.
because you're a narcissist doesn't make you evil.
No,
Once
it doesn't.
you acknowledge you're a
You guys are like the
narcissist, you
opposite
can
then.
deal with it.
Because he's on Facebook all the time.
Play
Yeah.
He
Fred.
does not stop posting.
But if you
on,
once you
Papa.
acknowledge you're a narcissist, you can come past it, and you
I
can.
wouldn't say that I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic traits. I'm definitely. I'm definitely what I would consider
Totally messed up my
egocentric.
rhythm.
Hey,
Daisy, hush.
my friend, you are a self-aware narcissist, and there's nothing wrong with it. You love yourself, just like I love myself.
Yeah, but I also have empathy.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But I have empathy and like.
Yes,
like,
you can be a narcissist
I
and
don't
be
think
an empath.
narcissists can have empathy.
Actually, that's not true. A narcissist can be an empath. I can feel pain.
these drums very recently, and I'm very excited to be able to play them again.
Yay.
Or again. I mean, out here.
Hold. Sit. No, he's crazy. No, but he's gonna have to love it.
But it might hurt his ears.
Here, take my card, please.
Hey.
Respect, my friend. My name's Eric, buddy. What's your name?
Patrick.
Oh, it's on the other side. Kempfer.
I am Patrick Kempfer, son of Bruce.
That name is so familiar. Kempfer. Why is that so familiar? Mike Martin?
Mike Martin.
Are you Mike Martin?
He's Mike Martin.
Yeah.
Did you work at Domino's Pizza?
Yeah.
He did.
You don't recognize me?
I thought I did. I think we both look a lot different.
Eric?
now. Yeah, I remember you. How are you doing?
You don't recognize me, Mike?
You recognize
We go to fucking the bar every night?
Small
You don't
town.
fucking recognize me?
Well, you probably look very different.
This guy right here and I used to fucking fuck around all the time. Punswick? Jason Punswick?
Yeah.
Holy
Madison for you.
How are you doing?
fuck! I was just talking about you the other day.
Really?
Dude, are you gonna be here in 10 minutes?
I think so.
Yeah, we're gonna be here
Oh,
for a while.
never.
I severely actually sprained my ankle almost where you're sitting a month and a half ago. I'm supposed to be an occupational athlete. It's so weird for me to be hurt. I'm fucked up. I just met this lady. I'm not her boyfriend. I'm babysitting. She has a boyfriend.
Oh.
I will be back.
Okay.
Okay.
See ya.
That's so like what the
Mad City Podcast, everybody.
had to talk about you.
Thank you for joining us. If you're out there, I don't know where.
About how when I got to charge fish for the pizza, because he got a guy who's getting he was coming to Domino's 2 in the morning cooking the chicken.
Chicken.
I don't remember the fish story.
The fish.
Tell me later.
With the chicken.
You will.
Okay.
Chicken and the fish.
Oh my lord. Eric, I remember him. But like I don't necessarily, it's just weird when you run into people from like 20 years ago
Yeah, no shit.
and you're live on Facebook. That makes it even more weird.
I know. This is fucking great.
Yeah.
Aren't you so glad you did this?
I don't know if I can answer that question yet.
Not yet.
But it's typical of this area.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 5 minutes
it is
in,
a little-
you're in a, you're like, oh my god, what's happening?
So yes, we are. We're here. We're live. Mad City Podcast at Concrete Park. This is the place where it all happened, everybody. This is like where. Well, okay, where it didn't all happen here.
Where
but
you got arrested.
This
all
was
the
like no. Concrete Park was like the hub. Okay, this was like Concrete Park was like the Facebook. Like it was like the social center of for like the Madison youth, young people.
I used to come down here instead of going to study hall.
To study hall. You'd skip study hall and then go back to school?
Well, I mean, all my classes had students.
Oh, so you just skipped the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there would be police officers down here, truant officers, that would try to rally us up and take us back into the schools, ship us back. You'd be like, no, you can't take us.
Alright. I'm gonna go try to get a fruit smoothie quick. You want something?
cup of water for Daisy. A cup of water for Daisy. See, I kind of figured that something like that would happen. We'd be down here and somebody would recognize one of us. And yeah, so there's a guy that Mike apparently worked with at Domino's years ago. When we worked at the Domino's. Maybe we have to sit so far up away from the sidewalk. Can't maybe passersby, pass-byers. I've never been live before. Like, this is weird. Am I at a loss for words? That can't be. I couldn't be at a loss for words. He's silly. This guy. I do find it very interesting that that dude, he's like, no, you could be a narcissist and still be an empath. Because you could still be a narcissist and feel pain. It's like, yeah, I mean, you can feel pain, but I mean, the whole point of empathy is that you recognize the pain in others, you know, and I don't think narcissists can do that. I don't think you pick up on their pain. So I think I know it's like a technicality. Kind of like how I'm not Jewish. You know, like I'm not Jewish because my father was Jewish, not my mother. You know, because apparently in order to be like, you know, technically Jewish, your mother has to be Jewish. That's how you get into the clan or the tribe or whatever. I don't understand that though, because it's like, you know, if you read the Bible, it's always like this guy beget that guy and this guy begat that guy, and you know, so I don't know. Hi, would you like to be live on the Mad City Podcast? Too much? Too much for you? Okay. Would you like to be live on the Mad City Podcast today?
I'm good, thank you. Have a nice day.
Nobody wants to go live on the Mad City Podcast. Maybe we should have done this yesterday.
Hurts, and now you're smoking. Oh my god. Oh,
Don't blow it away from me.
I just spilled this all over myself.
You know what? What did you do to
That's
yourself?
okay. Spilled it.
You spilled what? You're in the smoothie.
They're all out of smoothies. All they have is strawberry shakes. Yeah, you
donations,
do. It's, have you seen the tax code? Okay.
Isn't like the whole reason that like people start charities is so they can like launder money?
Well, that's not a charity. You can't start a charity with a bongo.
Well, I mean, if I give money that I earn doing something to a homeless person, isn't that giving charity?
Yeah, then they gotta pay taxes on that.
They have to pay taxes? Or
I mean, I think so. Once I turn them into the tax man.
Well, I mean, they'll probably pay taxes.
I've got a
on
big
whatever
problem
they buy.
with people not paying their taxes. Okay. I pay 1% tax. Okay, everyone else has to pay theirs.
Yeah, if I gotta do it, you gotta do it. That's what this country was built on. Hi, we are live at the Mad City Podcast. Would you like to be a guest?
Nobody, you can't just holler at people.
Why not?
I guess you can, but
Who says?
you're gonna scare people.
It's good. I want to.
You want to scare people?
Not like scare them away.
You want them to like your podcast, so you want to scare them.
I want to scare them enough to want to come back. Okay, you know how like in scary movies, like they'll be running from like the terror, and like they'll suddenly stop and like look back.
Are we in a scary movie?
I want them to be scared enough to look back.
I think they're pretty scared just that we're sitting. Oh my god. There's been so many good little dogs around here.
How many people are watching us?
I don't know. Hold on, let me find out. I'm gonna guess 2. I don't think there's anyone watching this. I'm not really sure though.
Alright, well, maybe we should just start talking.
I mean, you've got the camera zoomed in right on my crotch. That's part of the problem.
You could shift your chair.
I can't do that. I have a headache. I'm not moving.
Well, yeah, but
But you're recording it?
for the podcast part though, like nobody's gonna be looking at your crotch. They're just gonna be like
I
visualizing.
sure hope
it.
not. No one does it anyway.
They're gonna be visualizing
No
your
one ever
crotch.
looks at my crotch. Are you, are we recording a podcast right now?
Yes. We
Okay.
have been for
Didn't know if
23
we were
minutes
or
and
not.
33 seconds.
Okay. What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. Let's talk about.
Do you think it can hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, you know, you could tell some stories about being on the bus.
About what?
Being on the bus. For those of you who don't know, Mike here is a city bus driver. We're not going to tell you what routes he drives because he would like to remain anonymous in that respect. Because he doesn't like giving free rides.
Actually, I give everyone a free ride because I don't want them to stab me. So anyone that has a funny eye or that just looks like they're about to murder someone, they don't want to pay. I'm okay with that. It's fine. It's not worth my time. I don't even want to argue with the ones that don't look like murderers. You know why? Because it takes too long.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you would like a free ride on a bus, pretty much, most of the drivers don't care if you pay as long as you leave them alone. Some of them do, though. Some of them are really mean.
The drivers?
But they're not necessarily mean. They just actually follow the rules. They're, like, more stern. And, is it worth it to sit there and argue with somebody who's totally wasted and missing an eyeball about whether they want to get on your bus or not and ride?
Why are they missing eyeballs?
Is it worth it to...
Have you actually
waste
seen
time
somebody that
arguing
was
with them?
missing an eyeball?
I feel like, for me, that's when I try to give back. Like, you know what? This person's down and out. They're sitting here paying me with pennies. Let's just have them only pay $1 if they're going to use pennies, because I can't wait long enough for them to pay $2 in pennies. They have to put a penny in, 200 times in order to pay $2 in pennies?
Yeah.
That's like 200 seconds. By then, anything could happen. I'll basically be fired by then if I let them pay with $2 in pennies, because I'll be so late to the next thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, scheduling, being on time is very important.
One thing I didn't know about bus drivers is you're pretty much paid to drive a bus as fast as possible.
So you can, like, speed? Is that what you're saying?
You kind of have to.
You have the right to speed?
You have to speed. I was actually following a bus the other day after we had both just finished, and I was following a bus back, and I could not keep up with them. And they were going down Milwaukee Street, and they were pulling away from me, and I was like, these people are insane. And then they did this really weird thing. They pulled up to East Wash, and I was behind them, and they put their bus in park, basically. They pulled the emergency brake on their bus, and they just sat there. Which is something you're not supposed to do. And then the light turned green, and they just sat there.
Wait, you're not supposed to put the brakes on?
You're not supposed to stop the bus at an intersection and start doing whatever it was you're doing that required you to they call it, what do they call it? I can't even remember what they call it now. Basically, stop the bus from rolling away. I should know this. I'm not a very good
Is it like anchoring?
No, it's not even that specific of a term. It's secure.
Oh,
Secure the
bus.
Just secure the bus.
Secure the bus.
You do that when you stop and you need to get out, or you need to fuck around on your phone or something. So, anyways, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, other than
I think they should call it anchoring.
I have graduated to being able to drive a bus extremely fast, very fast. So yeah, that's kind of fun. It is kind of interesting being down here after all those years of all the craziness that used to go on down here.
Yeah.
And basically being totally just, kind of a mess, kind of out of control. And then for me, it was extra bad because I was an out of control mess, and I was like an outsider. So like I was not an accepted like member of whatever was going on down here. Probably mostly because I was a total idiot. But
you don't feel like you fit in well enough.
No,
like
cool. It's probably part of the
cool degenerates.
Let me tell you, one of my first experiences coming down here was I ran into Tim Boucher, who does not like me at all.
Okay, real names.
I can't use real names?
I mean, you can, but I got my ass chewed out by shit.
Okay, well, you can edit out that name.
By a guy.
Anyways,
I got my ass chewed out about.
He already hates me, and actually, you should cut his name out because I feel like
I don't edit it.
I feel like he might be unhinged. I don't really know. I haven't seen him in a long time. He was very mad at me from something that had happened even further back when we were both like high schoolers.
Yeah.
I was at a house that he came to, and he basically gave him $20 for him to get like a sack or whatever, and then they just like never gave him anything.
Sack of rice?
They ripped him off. Yeah. I mean, honestly,
I know when I'm trying to. Like,
I didn't even know what was happening.
When I need some rice, I want to eat some rice.
Anyway, so he was not happy with me because he knew I was there, and like I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was like 12 years old in some fucking house, and but he did not forget. And I came down here. He was down here. to me a few times in my life where a person takes me and just starts to swing me around, like they're just throwing me from side to side.
Yeah.
So he grabbed me, he started throwing me around because he had remembered what had happened, and I didn't know what was going on, but I did remember that. I was like, this must be my punishment for that. But he didn't do anything. He didn't actually like hit me or anything, which was nice. But he made it known that he was not a fan of mine.
He just tossed you around for a
Yeah, he
while.
tossed me around. And then I was like, wow, let's not go anywhere near him again. So that was the last time I think I saw him. So yeah, I had a pretty good time.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what happened to him. The last time...
I heard he had a lot of guns.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same
So
thing.
I hope he's okay.
I was just thinking the same thing. The last time we had a discussion, it was about guns.
I hope he's doing okay. It does sound like he has quite he did have. I mean, I don't really know. That's just what I heard, that he had an arsenal.
He was like collecting
Which is
guns or
fine.
something.
Like,
We were
I
talking
like
about
firearms.
that
I
on
would collect
Facebook.
them, but-
And then we got into an argument about something related to that, and then I don't know. He unfriended me.
Oh God, you got unfriended by somebody who has a bunch of guns?
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good. Anyways, if he, so he's not watching this then. Well, anyways,
Probably, yeah.
I hope he's okay. I hope anyone who has that many guns is doing okay. Because, it's a problem if they're not.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna have guns, just don't shoot anybody.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
I think that's the whole point of having a gun, right? Is to not shoot.
I think he probably is not.
You're supposed to not shoot.
I don't
people,
think
right?
he's going to shoot him.
I mean, but if you have a gun, you're not supposed to shoot anybody.
Well,
really, right?
it depends.
I mean, isn't that like against the law? Or
It depends. Yes, you're not supposed to just willy-nilly shoot people. Obviously,
It's like carrying around like a noose, that you're not supposed to hang yourself with.
I don't think so.
Or like a plastic bag, you're not supposed to put around people's
I mean,
heads.
I think there are reasons people have them, but obviously the problems that is created of people's excuse to having them is outgrown the reason for having them. People can say, yes, I need this, I want to protect my family, I need this for safety, but then it's like, well, what about all the people that are not safe because of all the guns that are out there? There's lots of people that are not safe.
I feel like the people that are not safe because there are guns at large outweighs the feeling of unsafety that people feel that have guns.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think that it's obviously it's a very complicated issue. It's a deep-seated problem, not just the guns, but the whole issue that causes people to just lose their minds and fucking attack.
See, this is why I think fucking people just need to just start fighting again. Allow people to fight.
Yeah, we don't really do that, though. This is
I know,
America.
it sucks.
This is America. We drop bombs.
Fucking Paul Collins, where are you, Paul? Paul.
I mean, unfortunately,
Paul Collins, where are you?
People do get into fights. And
I'm gonna tell you a story about fucking. You know Paul Collins?
Is that the guy that plays the kazoo and the kid songs on State Street?
What? No, you're thinking of Art Paul.
Art Paul.
No,
Slosher?
Paul Collins, man. He's a bass player.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you. Fuck you.
Oh, is he in Pantera?
Shut up.
I know who Rex is. He's the only bass
God
player
damn
I
it.
know.
Paul Collins played bass for Kill Jr. and a number of other bands.
Kill Jr.?
Yeah, it was a band that we were both in together.
You were in a band with Paul George?
Paul Collins. Shut the fuck up. Listen to the story.
Okay, let's hear it.
Me and Paul Collins went to Orchard Ridge Elementary School together.
I didn't know this was a person you knew. I thought you were talking about a famous person.
No, I'm talking about fucking Paul Collins from Madison.
Let's hear it for Paul Collins, everybody.
Paul Collins, everybody.
Woo! Okay, go ahead.
We met like I think it was like the first day or the first week of fourth grade at elementary school in fourth grade at Orchard Ridge, and we got into a fight because I don't know, we were coming out at the same time to go to recess, and I don't know, we stepped over each other or bumped into each other or something, and I don't know, we were trying to show each other up, and we fucking were like, you kind of shit, and then I'm gonna kick your ass, and I'm gonna kick your ass, and whatever, fucking 10-year-olds say. And then later on, we're at the fucking out in the park or out in the playground, and we like started scuffling. You know, he came and challenged me. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna fucking talk all that shit now?"
Fourth grade?
Well, okay, maybe he wasn't saying these exact words, but you know,
It's fourth graders.
but I was like playing like tetherball, and he came up and he was like, "Yeah," or maybe I came to him. I can't really remember. But we ended up fighting and like rolling around in the fucking dirt and like
you win?
scraping each other up, and then like we got pulled away from each other, and like teachers or other classmates or whatever, and then fucking like at the end of the day, we both had to leave school at the same time because we had to stay after, fucking at the office. So we were both fucking leaving school at the same time, walking in the same direction. And talking, and then we became fucking friends. Like we've lived together since then. We've been naked in the same house at the same time, not like with each other. I mean, well,
Fourth grade?
we were no, it was way after fourth
Jesus
grade.
Christ, who are you living? Anyways, yeah, I mean,
I'm
that
just
would be
saying,
cool.
man, it's
that
like-
would be a preferred way to end a conflict, but unfortunately,
But
People
kids
would
aren't
think-
allowed to fucking do that.
well, I think they are.
If you even threaten to punch another kid, they're like, "Oh my god, we need to fucking isolate them now and put them in a clean room with bleach or something." It's like fucking bullshit.
I don't know if they really
Like-
do that.
How much can we protect people anymore? To the point, like I swear to God, there's a correlation or a causation. Definitely a correlation, possibly a causation between the waning interest in baseball as a national pastime and the acceleration of gun violence in America. Because back in the fucking day, which was a Tuesday, write that down. Everybody that doesn't know that, whenever somebody says back in the day they're talking about, that was a Tuesday. In case you didn't know. Anyway, so back in the day,
I think people are going to think you're drunk.
back in the day,
There's this
people,
drunk guy yelling.
I don't, see, that's the coolest thing about all this. I don't even need to be drunk.
Hold on a second. See that guy running the street? Let me just sidebar really quick. I've had a lot of bad experiences on the street. Really bad.
What, ordering food?
I will never use them again. Very, very bad.
You gotta use DoorDash.
I like Uber Eats.
Uber Eats?
It's okay. I think they're the most advanced. But I just want to tell everybody, all of you that are listening, don't use Eat Street.
Why don't you just fucking go and just make yourself some food?
We actually,
Lazy
funny
fuck.
story, we do that a lot, actually.
Oh.
We probably do it more than the average family, but we still, the problem is, I don't do it. So when it's my turn to provide some sort of meal, I just buy
You provide material.
Well, we used to go out to eat a lot, but you can't do that as much now. We've pretty much not done that in a long time because things got really bad. So then you order out, and that's when like these, I never used Eat Streets or fucking Uber Eats because I thought, why do I want to have food delivered when I could just go out to eat? I would rather go out to eat. But now, yeah, we do that.
Okay.
Anyways, don't do Eat Street. You will
Oh
have problems.
shit. Oh
You
man.
guys play a song for $10?
Huh?
You guys play a song for
Yeah.
$10?
Oh, we don't want money. We are actually live on the Mad City podcast right now. I am Pat Kemper. This is Daisy. Shush. This is my co-host Mike Martin.
I got some cookies too, and she got me.
Yeah,
We're down here today, talking about State Street and what the hell people are doing down here these days. But I don't know what are people doing down here? You're not. Where are you from?
Colorado.
Colorado. Where?
Denver.
Denver. I've been to Denver a couple times.
Yeah.
I like Denver. I had a guy. I was sitting outside of a bar. We were traveling in Wyoming, and this dude came out of the bar, and I was sitting down kind of like this. He walks up to me, and And I was about to ask him for a cigarette, and before I could ask him, he's like, "I like your bulge." I was like, "What?" "I like your bulge." I thought he was talking about like my bag. And what he meant was like my ball bag, like my bulge. I was like, "What?" And I looked, and like the way my pants were, it was like, and fucking, he's like, "I like your bulge. It's very pronounced." And I was like, "Well, thank you. Can I bum a cigarette?" "Yeah, here, have two." I was like, "Oh, you're awesome." So Denver was fun for me. I had a good time there. So what are you guys doing here in Madison?
They're from Beloit.
Oh, you're from. Oh, so you're from like Wisconsin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm opening up a company with their father.
Oh, okay. Right on. What kind of company?
Roofing.
Roofing company.
Yeah, I was working for a roofing company in Florida.
Okay.
Came over here, worked for one. Are starting our own thing. Hopefully it goes good.
What's it called?
Nice. I don't know yet.
Oh, you don't know yet? All right. Well, when you come up with a name and you want to, get the word out, keep my card and get a hold of me. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram, and yeah, get a hold of me and I'll do a plug for you.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate that.
What's your name again?
Jose.
Jose.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, no, it's fine.
Jose.
Yeah.
Pat.
Nice to meet you guys. Good luck with your business.
Yeah. I'll play you out.
I think that's a good segue. It's a good segue into topics. The bongo, or the binjay, or whatever it's called.
Jimbei.
Jimbei.
Okay, so where were we? Guns.
You were talking about baseball.
Oh, baseball. Yes. See, when you
wait
play
for
baseball, you have. Oh shit! Yeah, I realized something happened over here though. We stopped recording.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, it stopped recording.
I think there was one person watching, but it was me. It's live. We're still live. We are live.
No, I know we're live on that, but the fucking the Anchor app.
Oh man, look at this. I want this. Oh, this is going to be available soon? Oh, I might waste some money on this. Look at this. Is it broken?
What?
It's a coffee mug.
Oh, that's cool.
That's sick. Cranky Punisher.
Rabbit.
I think I want it. You know how much it costs?
How much does it cost?
Let me see.
I think it's still recording. I'm not sure. I really don't know.
$480. I think I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it, Mike. $480 for a fucking mug? Are you
Yeah, but
serious?
look at it, dude.
You're not fucking serious.
I already got one. I already got a vampire
It's
one.
not fucking $480.
Yes, it is.
Get the fuck out of here.
These are handmade.
I don't give a shit.
You wouldn't pay $480 for a mug that looks like a zombie Frankenstein Punisher?
Insane.
Well, you don't know what you're talking about. I would.
Okay, I'm not really sure why it stopped recording or when, but it fucking did. And that's sad because we just met like some cool fucking kids.
I thought those kids were going to beat us up for a second.
Why would you think that?
Because I don't know. That's what kids do nowadays. They beat people up. They do that game where they punch people, they knock people out.
What? That's a game?
Yeah, it's called Knockout.
Knockout.
And you just never know. They were actually very nice, though. I was surprised.
I
Because
don't-
more often than not, people are not that nice.
I've never heard any shit like that.
You've never heard of Knockout? Well, that's good. Because then you won't be afraid of it. Because I am.
Well,
Terrifying.
anyway.
It's terrifying. This guy's behind us. We're getting one ready.
So yeah, when you play baseball, you have
we
to get
recording?
over your fear of. Well, here, let me ask somebody. Anybody here play baseball? Ever grow up play baseball?
I don't think I
Baseball
did.
players?
I did.
Anybody play baseball?
I played.
Baseball? Baseball players. Baseball? Baseball. Did you actually play baseball?
I was very good in 5th grade. I played right field. It's just the problem boarding outside.
All right. Well, the story's gonna have to.
Hey, what's up?
That's fine.
Holy shit!
Hey, just so you know, you are live on the Mad City podcast
Oh, hey.
right now. Would you like to introduce yourself? We
no.
have audio here and then video there. If you prefer to stay out of the video,
That's what I'm trying to do.
he's got a gun. No, I'm just kidding. So, we are live here on the Mad City podcast. What we were just discussing is the correlation between the waning interest in baseball in America and the rise of gun violence. The correlation between the two.
So, what are your theories on that so far?
My theory is that because of the waning interest in baseball, there's a correlation, but I believe that there's actually a causation. Because of the waning interest in baseball, it has caused more gun violence. Because when you play baseball, and you guys play baseball? Baseball. Anyone play no? Okay.
They're gonna totally.
When
beat
you
us
play
up.
baseball,
They're gonna attack us.
you have to get over your fear of being hit by the ball. Like when somebody's like throwing the ball to you, or like when you're at bat, you have to get over your fear of being hit by the ball. Because, dude, if you've ever played baseball, getting hit with a pitch fucking hurts. It fucking hurts. I mean, that shit comes at you hard. I mean, even if you're like not like playing like major league, you know, I mean, it still fucking hurts. It's not like, it doesn't have to be like 94 mile an hour ball. It still fucking hurts. Baseballs are hard.
I'm not.
And it's like coming at your face. But you fucking, you know, you got to get over that fear. People stopped playing fucking baseball. When people stopped playing baseball, they stopped getting over that fear of being hit in the face. And now
I'm gonna hit you.
everybody's so terrified.
Come on, don't break his recently fixed nose.
People are so terrified. People are so terrified by the prospect of getting hit in the fucking face.
How did you fix that?
Surgeons. They had to like cut me here. They had to cut my nose here at my septum, and then they pulled the skin like all the way up and off, and then like busted it back, and it's still fucking crooked. I have like a boxer's nose now.
It's still a little bit better than it was.
It's not as Picasso as it was. But yeah, dude, fucking like people are so fucking terrified to get hit in the face that they just assume pull out a gun and shoot somebody, because if you wind up to punch somebody in the face, people perceive that as a lethal threat.
Well,
if somebody's gonna like punch you in the face, like, oh my god, he's gonna kill me with their fist. They think you're gonna kill them with your fist when you wind up to punch them in the face.
I mean, that does happen.
I mean, if you hit your head like on something else,
happens
yeah.
down here.
I know. If you get hit hard enough in the head, you could like bleed in your brain. You can get swelling, or you know whatever. And it can go like. There's all kinds of ways that could like. All right, you have fun. Good luck.
Your
on
own
your
friend
journey.
didn't like your theory.
But no, dude, it's like people like fucking Tony Robinson. When Tony Robinson got killed, the fucking cop got away with it because he basically said, "Well, I was afraid for my life." Why? Because he attacked me with what? His fists.
I think cops get away with it when they're attacked because they're carrying a gun.
Yeah, but he had the gun.
Yeah, but that means.
Yeah, and he used it. So who is the more lethal person in that scenario?
Didn't Tony Robinson have a knife?
No. He did not have a knife. He was completely unarmed.
Well, I don't think.
Except for these. But that's my point. Is that people fucking believe now that this is so scary that like it's acceptable to fucking defend yourself against these with fucking that. And that's fucking bullshit. That is some pussy ass shit. And people that fucking sit there and fucking like, no, it's my right. It's like your right to be a pussy. Yeah,
It
I'm upholding my right to bear
It
arms.
also depends though if you're at home or not.
Well, no, see, that's different, though.
But I mean, that's where
I mean,
it
yeah,
starts.
like if you're fucking, I mean, if you're like protecting your family,
That's where it starts, though.
your home, fine.
So people are.
But like,
say,
no, but this idea of
I
like
want
fucking,
it.
no, I want to carry a gun everywhere I go and fucking, it's like, no, you want a dick on your fucking belt, is what you want. Like it's total fucking ego, dude. It is completely ego. It is all ego, 100%. Change my mind. I don't want to be that guy.
Well,
I'm not really trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to be that guy out here on the
my
podcast.
concealed carry, and I don't bring my gun everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but because you're a
But if
sensible
I-
fucking person.
If I felt like I needed to bring it, I would.
Yeah, but you,
Shut
again,
up,
you're a
Mike.
sensible
You're not
person.
very goddamn thing. How you doing, man? How you been?
I'm okay.
He's doing great, don't lie. Except for his headache. His head hurts.
I got the second
My
Moderna
guy
shot
got a headache.
yesterday,
Yeah.
and I just plan on staying at home and recovering. And this guy dragged me out of the house,
Well,
and now
dude,
he's not even being nice to me.
well, you're gonna fucking.
He does look like an asshole.
If you're gonna, I'm a fucking prick. There's a
Dude,
difference.
My head hurts.
There's a
It's
difference.
Actually, it's nice. It's nice to be out here, though. I'm glad I came. But yeah, it wasn't what I planned on doing today. My head is fucking pounding.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hang out with her. I couldn't find my truck this morning because when I got home I was really drunk last night. So I couldn't find my
Dude,
truck.
where's my
And
truck?
I walked around for an hour and a half downtown Madison looking for my truck. And I went to Walgreens to get some water because I live above Whiskey Jack's and I have sinks in, little sinks in rooms. So I went and got some water. And then
So, did you actually forget where you parked it, or did like?
no, I really did. It took me an hour. It was in the ramp apparently.
Okay, because
But- because I
I don't know
couldn't
if you
find
know
a
this
spot.
though.
It's not
I don't
that
know if you
hard
know
to
this.
do. I
Sometimes, like the parking people.
They helped me.
Well, no, but I'm saying like sometimes they will move people's cars. They won't tow your car like to a tow yard. They'll just like tow it to another street.
No, this is what they do. They call the one towing company, and that
Schmitz.
company steals shit. That company is
Schmitz?
notorious
Yeah,
for
oh, yeah,
stealing
yeah. No,
your
they
shit.
suck.
But honestly, yes. It's like, and then she confronted me. She's her boyfriend, and she runs pounds of weed back and forth.
Just bad.
She brought me yes. I know, like
No, but
fucking
we're
cares.
alive.
Fuck cares. I don't care. Nobody cares. Fuck it. But by the way, she brought me all the shots and then she was everything about it. Okay, I got on the news many times since the BLM shit last year and me being on here on station living here. I have been confronted by people that have tried to buy whatever, and I'm like, fucking look at me. They want my allegiance, like people come, and then this bitch, she's a model. She comes up to me on the street and just starts talking to me like that. That was one of them. That is one of them. She's one of the far left, extremely shit ton of money. There's no fucking way beautiful woman comes up to me and acts like that. I've lived 40 years in this fucking city. That doesn't happen.
You're in trouble. Actually, they probably would have just.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fucking forgot this shit.
Oh no, I'm just saying there's.
That's why I just forgot. Oh, dude, they're fucking creepy as shit. And like, she's such a like. I'm sitting here fucking tugging at my heartstrings and walking around. It's fucking Sunday. I find my fucking truck. Beautiful woman comes up to me, and because of all the protest shit, I have been confronted by people trying to buy my support. What the fuck? I have $0 in my bank account.
Buy your support.
Zero. In fact, I overdrafted my account to go to shithole. If I'm online right now, fuck Ho Chunk Casino. They advertise that they have Texas Hold'em, and on more than one website. And when you get there, there's no fucking Texas Hold'em. And I overdrafted my fucking account $200 to drive up there to have one drink and drive back without a taillight in my fucking trunk. And yes, I can drink a gallon of whiskey, but I'm technically over the limit. So I gotta, every cop, is it a cop? I drove up here to play Texas Hold'em, I don't got a brake light. Fuck this fucking shit. I'm pissed off beyond fucking me. Where the fuck is the whiskey?
At Jack's.
I hate that bar. And I live above it, and my friends work there. The owner of that bar is such a nice person.
I
The
tried to get a
people that
job
work
there,
there
they
are
hired-
great, but the people that go there
Yeah.
suck and swallow. Done. Hey, Mike, I miss you. Dude, we used to have so much fun. This guy and me, we used to have so much fun. I had to tell the story of, unfortunately, Mrs. Connie passed, but Connie Fish, Connie
Oh
Fish.
yeah, I read about that. Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, fine. Fuck it.
I read
That
about that. Yeah,
motherfucker,
she was
he
up
had
in
the day-
Minnesota.
He had a day manager at Domino's that would give Fish a free pizza every now and then, and Fish would plug our Domino's on the radio when Domino's pizza, before they changed the recipe, when Domino's used to not be tasty, it was like not even dog food.
Oh yeah.
And that chicken pizza that we used to make, that was fire.
I miss the pizza.
Do you remember when we would take the Philly cheesesteak and combine it with the chicken kickers? That shit that you taught me? My friends that hate me? I have this one friend that you sold weed to us in high school, and he's Jewish, and we always call him the Jew. But he hates me. He hates me, but he will tell you this. He might think I'm the worst person that's ever existed, but he'll tell you I make the best pizza he's ever had. He'll give me that. And it's because of that fucking chicken kicker Philly cheesesteak pizza that we used to make.
That's great.
But okay, so back to the story. That guy you had during the day who moved to behind the Domino's, and then when we used to go to the bar, and then we come back and you go, I gotta take a shit, and you go in there and you take a shit because we go to the bar, and he didn't want to shit at the bar. He wanted to shit at the Domino's where he could bleach the seat, and he knew that the seat was AIDS-free. So we come back from the bar, and we go to the Domino's. Don't be shy. And I don't care if I'm online. Everybody knows
No,
when
this
we
is
get
great.
arrest me.
This is perfect.
This is my city.
This is
And
perfect.
So we go back Domino's, and that motherfucker moved back behind that Domino's so he could come in there at night and open the store up and make pizza for himself. And he was giving the radio personality a free pizza.
I don't remember this person.
You don't remember Connie?
He bought that trailer park thing. He had the bleach blonde hair, the short bleach blonde hair.
Was
and
it when
then-
I still worked there?
Yes, it was. You were the one that fired him.
Oh.
You were the one that figured out he was going to Domino's like, how much weed do you smoke? Look at my hair. I thought I smoked a lot of weed. I run a weed off.
No, he doesn't even
Oh,
smoke
I'm high
it
again. I
anymore.
just sucked out my hair.
he
What
had
the
to
fuck
stop-
are you
he-
smoking?
he
You
had
don't
to-
remember firing this piece of shit.
He had
Well,
to-
I don't
he
tell
had
me
to
his
stop
name. I don't. It
smoking
was like
weed
20
because-
years
I
ago.
don't remember. His name was Dan. His name was Dan. His name was Dan.
Oh, I remember him.
And he moved behind the Domino's, and you had to
didn't
fire him.
fire
because
him.
You fired him because he came. You went into the Domino's after going to the
I
bar, and he
shouldn't
was
have been
making
allowed-
pizza at like 3 in the
I
morning.
shouldn't have been allowed to fight.
Yeah, you should have. You should have been my boss. I should have been your boss.
You fired me.
Did I?
No,
You fired me.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You fired me from.
I got fired.
You
too.
fired me
They
from
fired
the
me
World
for no
Takeout.
reason. They just
You fired me from the World
I was-
Takeout.
I thought you got fired.
yeah. I was in a pretty bad place though, so I
Hey,
I
you
deserve-
fucking fired me.
I did not.
Yeah,
I?
you did.
Are you sure?
No, I quit.
Oh.
But you would have fired me
I got really mad at you a few times, but
many times.
remember Paul, the supervisor?
Yes, Little Paul.
He was super cool.
He was, from
He
Bruce
taught
City.
me a lot because there was one day where you were freaking out and I was really mad that you couldn't work, and he was like,
Let him go.
"Just let him go. Don't worry about it." And I was
That's
like,
exactly what he
I was
said.
like, "Oh, I didn't know we could do that. Nobody ever taught me that." Because they always bust, like I never got to go. They always like treat everybody like shit,
Well, you were the boss.
like you're a
But
robot.
The reason, you know what Paul did for me that was super dope?
He was really
So
cool.
I got mugged, and my eye was sticking out of my head. I pushed this eye back in my face
Yeah.
before you were manager. And what happened was I called the customer, and they were like, I didn't order no pizza. And the guy working said if I didn't deliver it, I was fired. It's a long story. I was supposed to have a week off. It was when
Oh,
Frozen
really?
Throne came out.
I mean, I remember
It
what
was
happened.
the last time I wore my glasses in public. I sleep with my contacts in because of this moment. I pushed this eye back in my skull. 4 guys beat me around metal rods. My mom paid my ambulance fees, and then like a couple years later, and it was Bruce City Pizza Paul Harrington.
Harrington. Yeah.
My mom called him and was like, I have these ambulance bills for when my son got his ass whooped by people with metal rods. You know what Bruce City did? They paid that. They didn't. It wasn't even them who was running Domino's and I was mugged.
They did.
Bruce City just paid everything instantly.
Wow.
Paul was such a nice guy.
That is nice because they weren't
fucking
that
awesome.
nice. I mean,
I can't
that's
say-
the right thing to do.
Good people, and the people we worked for before were good. But that guy who bought it, when that Domino's was that guy, that little dude, Jeff.
I miss
That was
Jeff.
the lowest grossing Domino's in the nation.
Jeff
and
was
he
so
made
funny.
you run in and out of the store 15
was
minutes
so
and yell your
hilarious.
shit.
Yeah.
He wanted to turn it into something, and you felt for him.
He
But
was a
couldn't.
nice guy, but
Dude, the $60 would be in the till after a whole fucking day. And my deal with this gentleman was if I worked from open to close Monday through Friday, this gentleman would take me to the bar every night and get me drunk as shit at the bar that was called Martin O'Grady's, and you fed me Fat Squirrel, that fucking the New Glarus beer that tastes like walnut, walnut beer. Remember when the kids shot out your window and we had to call the cops? And the sexy blonde cop came and I tried to hit on her and you got so mad and
Like, don't hit on the cop.
She was like, yeah, some kid shot out your window with a BB gun and you called the cops.
my car?
When we were above Domino's by there's that grocery store in that little drive around area. Above Domino's is that the couple roads.
Okay.
Somebody shot out your window with the pellet gun. We were smoking pot after we left the bar.
Powers.
Huh? No, it was you and me.
God, there were so many crazy things that happened.
Dude, we had a lot of
Where
fun,
was this
man.
Domino's again?
I got accused once of robbing that Domino's.
Where-
I remember that.
And this cop interrogated me.
Yes.
And it was really weird because I'd never been interrogated before. And one of the cops had a really bloodshot eyeball. So, like, I couldn't really make eye contact with him, which made me even more uncomfortable. And this one cop was like, it was a guy and a girl. And the girl was
why
like,
can't you look me in the
she was,
eye?
like, asking me questions. And then the guy goes like this. He taps her, and he's like, okay. He, like, takes over. He's like, you can just, it'll just be better if you tell us that you did this. You just admit to it. I'm like, I work here.
Wasn't
Like,
that when the guy came in with the knife or something? Remember that? The guy came with the knife?
No, that was when I got robbed at knife point, probably.
Okay.
That was different. But no, somebody broke in the back window at night, and they tried to blame me for it. I'm like, I don't.
At Domino's?
Yeah.
There was no back window.
Yeah, it was like a storage room in the back,
Oh, through that thing.
and
yes,
the window
yes.
was actually ground
It's
level.
it's like, I know what you're talking about.
So
Where was this place?
Pittsburgh, like right on Fish Hatchery.
Oh yeah. Like
Behind
across
the
street.
Anchor Bank.
Yeah, it was like right across from where you lived.
there?
No, but it was like across from where you lived, right?
I used to live over there, but
Yeah,
that was like years before.
He didn't live
Yeah,
there when he worked there.
Oh, you didn't live there.
No.
He lived with his
that,
mom.
That was like 10 years before.
The last time I hung out with him, we smoked weed at his mom's house in the Far East Side.
My poor mom.
I feel
her.
so bad for your mom. She fucking raised you. You piece of shit. Dude, we had a lot of fun, man. Those were the days, dude, when nothing mattered and my dick always worked, you know? Those were good days. That was a fun good time. I remember that well, you know?
Dick always worked. Oh man, sorry to hear about that.
It's the worst when I need it. I just don't use it.
Oh, okay.
If I use it, I get murdered. Like, was I her jealous boyfriend or... Fuck, man.
Yeah, what happened to that girl? Where did she go?
I got her number, but she's such, actually that woman. I actually really like her. She was such a sweet woman, but I feel like she's in distress, dude.
Is she on something?
No, she was very sober when I met her.
God, I just
she
realized-
tried to drink with me.
Sitting on my
We went to
glasses.
Irish Bar and we did shot after shot.
Oh.
And so she thinks she'd hang, but she don't know I drink a 175 of whiskey to go to work.
Are you going to be able to make it out of here without me? No. Okay. 'Cause I want to get going pretty soon.
Yeah, he's a bad friend,
I don't
dude.
know how
He's
long.
gonna fucking ditch you. He's ditched
I don't know
me.
how long you want to be
He
here.
ditched me for like 15, 20 years.
How long is
He's
this?
gonna leave you too.
How long have we been on?
I don't know.
I think we started at like 3.
Probably.
What time is it now?
4:10.
Well,
It's cold. Super windy. If you want to record something else remotely, we can.
windy.
But
I didn't. Well, did I finish my story?
that was like 7 stories ago.
No, I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. You know what? Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll call it. All right. Thank you guys, everybody, for fucking tuning in
Going
and
to the bar?
listening. Thank you for
Does your mom know?
thank
I
you for
haven't-
checking
I
out
haven't had a drink
Mad
in,
City
like,
Podcast
I know you're
live.
Like I quit.
This is like a little
I had to
experiment that
answer
we're doing here. We've never done this before.
I know you're questioning your mom.
But yeah,
What are you talking about?
may the Lord bless you and keep
I love
you.
all people.
Yeah.
I don't really have the authority to do that. I'm just saying
Good
it.
for you to stop getting drunk for like a decade straight.
Puns like
Um,
I was
anyway,
testing you. It's actually-
thank you all for listening. This has been
Hey, I gotta
fucking
quit too,
fun.
my friend.
I'm having a
I
good time.
bartended for a while
I,
at Door Champ and shit.
appreciate
and
you
it
all.
almost killed me.
And until next time, this is Pat K.
I say a lot of
Mike.
things that make me seem pretty shitty.
And
but it's
Arnie
all in
Ferner.
jest.
Oh, sorry. I'm still here. Love all you people. But yeah,
And we're gonna
I'm sorry for stealing Mike.
say goodbye again. Now we're saying goodbye to you. Oh, careful. Oh. It's gonna get you.
I'm camera shy. I'm camera shy.
Thank you all for joining us. It's been
Yo, where the life at? Yeah, I'm needing more. Cause I've never been in a town like this, is such a bore. Yo, we need a moment, but not of silence. Something needs to happen round here cause we're losing vitals. Let's cause a riot out here cause we need to turn it up.